lines to lend Marines a hand. You heard Commander Palmer at the briefing. We're here to knock some heads together.
Coming to you this morning with a little bit of some Halo 5 news. And a little bit of unfortunate news is I have to go back on a video I did the other day where I was kind of giving 343 a little bit of credit with Halo 5. Because they did come out and say in an interview, their studio head was basically talking about how they were going to do the co-op for Halo 5 was going to be free. You would not need an Xbox Live Gold account. They were talking to the studio head, I believe, Josh Holmes, and he said in an interview, you can use the Xbox Live Silver, and basically you will not need to have a paid account in order to play the online co-op for Halo 5, which that was some pretty cool news, and it was kind of interesting to see that at first. I gave 343 a lot of credit because I basically said, they want to make sure they have a lot of their community involved with the game. They want to make sure that it's accessible to everybody if they want to play cooperative. And now, unfortunately, that turns out it is not the case. He now has come back and said he misspoke in that interview, and he did not mean to say that. You will actually need an Xbox Live Gold account in order to play Halo 5 Guardians campaign cooperative. So that kind of sucks, and for me it was kind of like, oh man, just 343 being 343 again. He says he misspoke, but honestly, I don't know why you would even come out and say that in the first place, unless it was somewhat intended at first to have that in the game. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and now they have, in my opinion, quite a bit of egg on their face because they had to go back on such a big announcement for the game. Now, the other thing, too, a lot of people are pretty upset about with Halo 5 Guardians is that there will not be any split-screen co-op with the game, which has been a staple of the Halo series for a very, very long time. Basically, split-screen co-op is where your friends can come over to the house and you guys can all jump on PvP or play the campaign. It's split screen. It's basically what Halo was famous for back in the days when a lot of us were in college, and back in the day when a lot of us, before the internet and all these online only games. It's basically how we played together. So they're getting a lot of crap because they're removing that feature. This is going to be, I believe, the first Halo that will not have that option of playing the split screen co-op at home with your friends, which really does kind of suck. So again, 343, by doing that, is sort of, again, alienating a lot of any of the last few remaining diehard Halo fans that were left along with the series. So it's going to be interesting to see how Halo 5 is received now. Going back to the thing, though, about the free co-op, they did say in order to make up for their mistake, they are going to give everybody a free 14-day trial of Xbox Live Gold, which to me is kind of, that who cares. That's you don't make a statement that you're going to have free co-op that won't require Xbox Live Gold to play your game, and then you go back on it and say, oh, here's 14 days for free. That just really doesn't save much face, in my opinion, quite honestly. Again, it's kind of disappointing for me because I was finally sort of getting back on board with 343. They seem to be making some strides and trying to make up for the Master Chief debacle, and now yet again it seems like they're just struggling in the dark. Walking around in the dark without a flashlight. They don't really seem like they know what's going on now. Having your studio head come out and make a statement like that and then be completely wrong and have to go back on it 3 days later, to me, is a huge, huge, huge red flag. So, and it just seems like that's how it was with Master Chief Collection. They didn't really do very good job of, handling that game, and it seems like we're just going to get more of the same now. So I'm still going to be somewhat cautiously optimistic about it, but again, it sucks for me that I came out and made that video and basically said, oh, 343 is doing some good things now, and we're going to basically be getting some good news from them, and now it turns out it's all BS, and they basically misspoke, as they say. Let's just, we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt there, even though I think that's kind of a very odd thing to misspeak on. Like I said before, what happened is they either intended to do that originally, and that's why he said it, and then Microsoft probably came back and said, oh, no, we can't miss out on all that revenue from Xbox Live. That's just a big no-no. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened, or maybe he really did misspeak. I don't know. Like I said, I think that's a pretty big thing to misspeak on. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, anyways, guys, sorry to bring you the bad news now with 343 after we had a couple of positive videos regarding Halo 5. Hopefully the game is still going to be good. Hopefully it's going to have some good features. I'm still very interested to see how the squad co-op is going to be. But again, it just seems like we're getting a lot of stuff that's going to be taking Halo again in a new innovative direction that a lot of I think the diehard the fans are not going to be happy with. So it'll be interesting to see. E3 starts today actually at 9:30 Eastern. Bethesda's got their first press conference, and then I believe Microsoft is the other ones are tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens and what kind of news and what kind of announcements we get. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you again next time.